Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. And then we'll go back through and we'll do the oxygen like this. Put those underneath. That one there and over to there. Right, so there's the hydrogen and the oxygen all tucked in together. And then I'm going to take a tank over here. So this tank is going to go on this side just like this. I'm actually going to do a double tank here. Don't need 2 tanks of this really, but I'm going to do that anyway because having a little bit of oxygen spare is not a bad thing. So this recipe in here gives us 40 oxygen, 60 hydrogen. I'm going to then do an overflow. So we want to go into our barreling and liquids. We want overflow valve right there. And then I want a stack burning Mahuzim, we call it. And that's petrochem refining. That one, I want a flare stack. I want to put that one in so I can have the overflow valve on here, which I'll bring over on this side. I'll put an overflow valve on there. And then we'll take a flare stack here. And that one's going to go right there like that. So at 80%, as soon as this oxygen is filled up, it will burn off any excess. And then we're going to come over to this side and we're going to put down right here. It's got to go back in. So I'll tell you what, rather than moving it back in, I'm going to go right there like that. And I'm going to run up there. And I'm going to run back down again, and I'm going to put in an extra bit there, like that. I've still got room for a bit more, I think, so we'll go up through again. There, that leaves 60. That's fine, I've got plenty of room there now. And I'm going to take one of these, actually. Yeah, one more line. If I do one more line up here. Like that. That was on 60. That's on 33. I've actually got I got room for one more line as well, I believe. All the way up through there. It leaves 3 left, which I'm going to put in there like that. So there's all of the landfill used up, and it's out of the way. So now what I can do is... Oh, I'm in the way. That's why it won't go there. Now what I can do is I can pop that one down there, and that joins straight in. I can't put one down there, but I can put a second one just there like that, so that I've got plenty of storage for oxygen and hydrogen over here. I could have moved them out by 1 and put them down so they were exactly the same on that side, but I think we'll be fine just as they are right now. So I'm going to want to be able to make these. I need chemical plant to be able to do this. We can't make it in anything else. It's got to be a chemical plant, so we can't use the other one that we used in the for those, because those can use the liquefiers. And we're going to go here to chemical plant as electrolyzer, advanced chem plant. That's 0.5 seconds crafting time. These are a crafting speed of 1.5. These are a crafting speed of 1.75 for chemical plant 1. Gas refinery. So advanced chemical plant is faster. This one takes a lot less in the way of advancement. You know what? We'll put them down with this one anyway. And I'm going to start off by making 10 of these advanced chemical plants. And then we'll see if we can do... more of those later, if we need to, if we want to. And this, well, actually, let's just put 1 down for a second and then put the recipe in. So we've got that one right there. Just hydrogen coming in from the bottom. We don't actually need anything else. So we will pop down a... Right, there's 5 in a line like that. Right, let's have small construction zone expander. Oh, I see. Right. I'll get rid of you there. I'm going to want a construction zone expander down here. So what I'll do is if I put one there, and I put one over here, doesn't quite go out that side. So instead what I'll do is I'll put one down right there on that side. Get rid of that one. That one will go there. And that one will go there. And then I can bring it over here like this. So that one now will cross over to here like this. And then I can just put something in the middle of both of these like that. And that's going to join them in so they're now part of the network. So it's joined in all the way around. Doesn't matter if it doesn't loop down this way. It is properly joined into the entire network all the way around. I will just add in a couple of these so that I've got some chargers over here. They may be useful later on. Right, that's that bit done. Now I can come up here. I'm going to turn that one round. I'm going to go one. So there we go. 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gap. That's where we want it. We want to run it along here. Now, probably going to want to extend that. Actually, we will. We're going to want at least 2 more. So if I just make 2 more of these a minute, I'll put 1 up there and I'll put 1 in there. And then we can start sort of copying these out. So I'll put 6 in here and 6 in there like that. So they just want the hydrogen coming in, and then it's going to be inserters moving stuff out of there, which means that I need to actually go and get some inserters. I'm going to run up here to my collection point, which I've got up this side, just over there. That should have some more inserters in it. We've got 23 items here left to pick up, which means that we've got plenty of robots. The robots are all going away now. I got 4,800 available construction robots, which means that most of the bricks have now been put down. We're just waiting for these robots to charge and go away and just go to sleep for the night. We're upgrading everything up through here, as well as continuing to put down all of the extra coming up through that way. They're busy dealing with that, and the rest of this I don't really need to worry about, do I? We've got tin and lead. Everything's all gone up through there. That's fine. We've got tin is full all the way up through. I've got no major shortages of stuff. We've got shortages of these, but we know that. Right, we got shortages of all of the materials coming into these, but we know that. That's to be expected. That will change eventually. It's just not changed quite yet. So we're just waiting on all of those items to kind of like fill up the lines again. In the meantime, just wondering if I should put down some more brick requests. I might actually wait until they've properly finished all of that before I do any more brick requests up there. Anyway, I was looking in here. I came to get these, didn't I? So I want those right there, and there's another 20 there. I had 100 of them. I'm going to change that to a request for 200, and I've got enough belts at the moment. I've also got I've actually only got 15 electric poles, so I'll take 150 of those with me, and I'll take all of the iron that's in there as well, so that's going to fill up on that request. Now, I've got 200 copper to ground. Thinking I might change that. I haven't got any more requests. Unfortunately, I can't request any more stuff from in here. So I'm going to change that one over to bronze, pipe to ground right there, and I'll go for 200 of those. There, like that. And I'll bring them over in a minute. Right. I know that the bronze ones are fairly close by. I think, where was I making them? I know I was making them nearby somewhere. I don't actually remember where I started, but did I put a thing here? I've got roboports over there, and we know that we've got stuff being built there. And I got the electric poles over here. You know, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Okay, down we go. I've got all of the bits that I wanted in here. So we're going to need, for this one, I need coal coming in, and then I got solid fuel coming out. So actually, these are in the wrong spot. I'm going to lift these up. I need to move them up by 1 space from where they were. We've got to be able to have 2 belts running along here. But I have 1 belt go up by 1 space there. Like that. So there's 1 belt coming in. And then I got another belt. That is going to be the solid fuel coming out. So we don't actually need that one to go any further than the center line on here. That one does need to go a bit further. It doesn't need to go any further this way than the center line on there. And then I can go and take these. Oh, lifting them up, of course, it does break them apart. So 5, 6 of them right there. 1, 2, let's make 7 down each side. So there's an extra line down there, and that one, turn you around and we put 1 in here, which means that we can run this belt out a bit further. That's the coal coming in, and that's that one going into there. Right, no more than that. That's 14 of these bad boys in here. Don't need any more than that. There's the lubricant finished. We can now have a look at these. We've got powder refining in there. I've got the steel axe, which is basically just an increased mining speed. I will start that one. That's going to be useful for, like, picking stuff up off the ground, things like that. It's just one of those little things that will help us out. I want to paste these in here like this, and that one, so that we've got all the right ingredients coming in. I'm then going to go... yeah, let's do that. So the center one, like this, is going to be the one that is putting the blocks out onto the lines. I'm also going to turn that one round. So that center one is also putting blocks out onto the line. Like that. This one over this side, though, is going to do that. And then I'll copy that. And paste it out onto there. And then we will go over here. So then this side, going to go here like this. And do it back to that side of it. So it makes this even like that. So that one there is also going to do a long pick up and drop. There. All the way down. Right, is that all of them? That one and... yeah, right, that's all of those. And then this one over this side is going to do exactly the same, but this one is going to be... oops, no, not like that. There. That one and that one. So it's picking up from this conveyor belt right here, which means that I don't need that conveyor belt to go any further than there, and that one will go right there like that. Next, I will take the pipe work. Now, this one, just for simplicity's sake, we will run a straight pipe all the way along to the end of there, and we will run a straight pipe all the way along to the end of this one as well. That will come all the way down to there. Don't need it to go quite that far, and what I could do is what I've done here. I could do it like that. I actually do it close together than that. And now that I think about it, no, actually that's not going to make it, because I'm not putting any other pipes down here. I was just wondering that might be better if I didn't do it like this, but no, I think that's actually going to be alright. So I'll put you there like that. And then the hydrogen is going to come in from that side like that. So it's just going to like boil along. And in this one, we're going to do an underground pipe like that. And then that will go all the way along the pipe all the way up to there. So we're going to have a look up here. Still can't reach. In here, there is all of the hydrogen gas. Now I will put power all the way down through. Power can't reach on both sides of these, so what I'm going to need to do is one there, and I'll put one in the middle of each of these, and I'll do the same coming back up through this way, like this. Keep going there and there, like that. Right, so that's all of them in place, and then I'm not going to actually kickstart that one yet. I am going to have a look over here. So most of this is in place. I'm waiting on a couple more deliveries here. I got one of them sat right there waiting to go in, and I've also got this one right here. He's just charging up at the moment. So he's going to that underground pipe over there, and then we've got a pole coming in on here. I got another underground pipe that is right there, and then we've got a couple of straight bits of pipe here somewhere. Should be the last few bits so that this can all be fired up and actually start working. They've already fired up, and here come the straight bits. It's not that one. It's not that one. Where's the straight bits? Oh, that'll be that straight bit right there. There's a couple of other bits, and we've got like a few bits of conveyor belt here as well. They're still on their way. But these are now working. For the most part, these are now working. So that one's going up there, and that's like connected in a little bit more. Which means that we'll be able to use up some more of this down here. Which means that we will fill up some of these other things faster. Which means that this will fill up faster. And those have got those limits on. So we're not going to be able to do anything with them until we've kind of like expired all of the limits. That's a good thing. That's what we want to do. Now, down here, I want to redirect this coal now. I don't want any coal going that way. Actually, well, I don't want coal going that way at the moment. What I'd like to do is I'd like this coal line here to come down and start going through here. But we'll also kind of use that. And I'm thinking that what we'll do is we'll direct it out of here. So I'm taking a good chunk of 2 coal lines coming out of here, and then that is splitting off and mixing up. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it at the moment, but what I'm going to do here, just to start off with, is I'm going to put that one down there. And then I'm going to turn that round, and that one's going to go straight down here like this. And that's going to join into there. So I've got that coal. I've got 2 lines feeding that. It's coming down in here, and it's heading out across that way. So then I'm going to need to go over this side, and I'm going to want to take this solid fuel. Now, ideally, what I'd like is the solid fuel to be the only thing that we've got that is supplying fuel to our entire system. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that properly. Going to do that with an underground belt to there, and that's going to be an underground belt to there. And then what I'm going to do is you're going to go like that, and then I'm going to put this one in here like this, which is then going to blend those solid fuel blocks, and it's going to mix them in here. So what we'll do here is we'll do an input priority on the left hand side down here, and then that will blend them in here, and then I will do, actually that'll be all I need to do, I think, at least for now. Let's go and get this bad boy fired up, shall we? Let's see what we can do with this. I'll take you, and I want to drop that in there like that. Put in a bit of extra power, and there we go. Solid fuel blocks coming in. Instantly working through, and you can see them right here. We've got plenty of hydrogen coming in. I don't think we're going to have a problem. I got 45,000 hydrogen, 43,000. Okay. That is sucking down the hydrogen juice a lot faster than I thought it would. We might have to do things a little bit differently, but I've now got a load of solid fuel blocks coming in. So what's going to happen is that these solid fuel blocks are going to work all the way up until they get up to here. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to need to just stop things here a second. I'm going to put that one down there like that, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to put a filter on there. I'm going to go resource. No, I'm going to go... Where is it? Petrochem, isn't it? That's going to be a coal filter on there. So nothing else other than coal will go through there for powering that one. Which means that the solid fuel blocks, once this is burned through in here, it's then going to end up putting a solid fuel block in there. And it does it a lot slower. It burns solid fuel a lot slower than it will burn coal. And that will come up to here. So then the coal is going to end up bypassing, and it's not going to get used, except for these ones at the front. And eventually they kind of get used up as well. But it now runs an awful lot slower than what it was running. So then I'm going to go over to this side, and I'm going to have a look in here, and I'm going to do something similar, because that one goes all the way up here, and that's coal all the way up there, which I don't want. So I'm going to put a filter on here. I'm going to get rid of that one. That one's going to go up by 1, and I'm going to put a filter on there. I'm actually going to go here like this. Copy that one. Put you down there, and oops. Copy, paste that into there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and just lift those off, and then I'm going to go up here like this, and lift this off so that it gets rid of all of that. There, that's got rid of everything. That's what I wanted to do, like that. So that's got rid of all the excess, and then I can go in here, I can dump 187 coal in there, and I got a whole load of solid fuel right there, which I can go in here. So that's using up a bit of solid fuel. That's using it as well. That's using it as well. And that one, this is using coal. So I'll dump in a block of solid fuel in there, and another 20 into that one. And then this line over here is not using any. So that's how we can start putting solid fuel into the line and getting it used quite thoroughly all the way through. It does so fairly quickly as well. It does a pretty good job of using that, filling it right up, and it certainly slows down the coal consumption. Now, my problem is that I've already burned through all of the hydrogen that I went and made. I've got electrolyzer level 2 here, and I'm burning this up as fast as I possibly can, and it's just not coming in through here quick enough to fill this up. Like, I just don't have the hydrogen coming in. So it's already slowed down the rate at which I can actually do anything in here, which is not ideal. And there's still 8,000 litres of, there's 14,000 in there. So one thing that you can do is you can go and put a pump in. We can add a pump in here somewhere, and that will push the hydrogen along a little bit. So we will try that. I don't know what pumps are like, really. I've never really done very much with them. But we can certainly give it a go. If I was to stick a pump, actually, sticking a pump on there, it's not going to do any good whatsoever. But I can stick a pump on here without it causing any problems. Because it doesn't matter if that bit's uncovered. So we go in here. Where's that pump? We'll pop that one down there, like that. And we will pop that down there, like that. And then we'll just see what it's like. It's not really doing a lot of difference, is it? Alright, we just need more hydrogen being produced in here. So you can come out of there. That's not really making any grand difference to anything whatsoever. We will just leave it like that. And this is slowly going to, it takes a little bit of time to balance out, but that will balance out, and then that'll be gone. So I'm using up, at the moment, I use 100 purified water every 4 seconds, which means I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm using 600 purified water every 4 seconds, which is 125 per second. In here, I am making 100 every 2 seconds. 1, 2, so that's 100 a second, 200, 300 per second. And I'm using about 125 per second, something like that. So I can double this up. Long story short, I can go and double that up, just basically flip it round and put another 6 of these machines down the other side. So I want electrolyzer level 2, and I want to build 6 of them. I'm not meant to be looking in there, I'm meant to be looking at petrochem refining in here. And it's electrolyte gas refinery. Electrolyzer level 2. So I want 6 of those, like that. Build them. And I'm also going to want to go and find some landfill. I do keep meaning to add landfill into my list of things that I want machines to be getting for me, but I haven't done it yet. Let me go and find some a minute. This is the other bit here that I need to be splitting off. I need to put that one right there and split this coal off here so that comes down through these crushers and gets used up down through here. Now, we've got another way that we can go and make that now, because we've unlocked another recipe on there. If we go into here and we go to coke, like there, and craft, we've got crushed coal and coke. But then if we go to this one, this is a new one that we've unlocked. We can take crushed coal and 50 purified water. That gives us sulfuric wastewater and coke. We don't need to just cook it. We can, if we just cook it, we still get the same kind of results. 2 crushed coal becomes 2 coke. Yeah? But if we do it with this one, we add in a bit of purified water, we get sulfuric wastewater, which we get sulfur from, which we will use for a number of different things, including sulfuric acid and things like that. So it's quite a useful thing to have. We don't really need to worry about it at the moment. But it's just one of those things that we may be glad of having in a little bit, you know, a little bit later on. Now, the one other thing that I do want to do is I want to take the solid fuel that we're getting from here, I want to join it together, I want to step underneath, and I want to run it down that belt down there. So that is all coming out of this line that we've got. So I'm going to put an underground belt there, and that's going to join out on that side. This belt right here is actually going to turn round and is going to run down that way like that. This one's already facing in the right direction. I don't need to put any kind of inserter or anything like that, splitter. Rather, I just put the 2 of them in together like that and then dump that in there. They will go right the way through. We will use up all of the oil that is in the pipes just to finish that off. And then once all of those solid blocks have gone through, that's it. There, see, the pipes are now empty. They've already gone through and cleared all of that. They're clearing out these machines. But all of this here, that's going to go back up this side. I know that I finished the research. I'll go and deal with that in a minute. That comes up this way. So what I want to do here is I want to input priority that one on the left as well, so that we always prioritize solid fuel blocks. Solid fuel blocks are going to be the absolute priority for the system all the way through. When we have reached the point up here that... Still waiting on one belt right there. Where is that belt? Here it is. You took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I mean, it's all right. I got 95 in there, but I think they got up to a stack of... Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.